One lady did it too much. She did it overnight, she did it the next day to the middle of the day, changed it again, did it to the evening, then did another one overnight, and she did it to her knee, and she said she was so excited because it reduced the pain in her knee right down. So she just wanted to keep doing it. And then she sent me a picture of her knee. The tissue was red, swollen, and she had blisters on the skin. She said, "What have I done?" I said, "You've just overdone it." I said, "No more ginger poultices for another week." She said, "I can handle that because my knee is certainly moving a lot better." I said, you might like to just put castor oil compresses, and that's another one that can be used as castor oil. Castor oil doesn't have as dramatic effect as the ginger poultice, but castor oil can be used almost indefinitely. You could almost wear it 24/7. Castor oil penetrates very, very deep, and it can break up scar tissue. It can also break up calcifications, and sometimes with arthritis you've got calcified joints.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Barbara O'Neill, and today we're uncovering the shocking benefits of castor oil and revealing how many of you might be using it all wrong. This versatile oil has been used for centuries, yet many people are unaware of its incredible properties. Did you know that castor oil can not only boost hair growth but also support skin health and even aid digestion? However, to truly reap these benefits, it's essential to know how to use it properly. Research shows that when used correctly, castor oil can enhance your well-being in ways you never imagined. In this video, we'll explore the surprising advantages of castor oil and provide you with practical tips to maximize its effectiveness. As a thank you for joining me today, we're giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to subscribers. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, like this video, and comment why you want to win.
The next thing I'm going to look at is the castor oil compress. And the castor oil compress can be applied to different parts of the body for different reasons. Castor oil is an oil that penetrates deeper than any other oil, and wherever castor oil penetrates, it breaks up lumps, bumps, congestions, adhesions. So let me show you how it's made. So you need to have several thicknesses. See, I've got quite a few thicknesses there. And you have a plastic backing. This is what I do. And then you pour the castor oil on. Now, castor oil is very, very thick, as you will see. So I put it on, and the reason I'm putting it on early in our lecture is because that's going to take a little while to soak in. So I cannot hold that up for you. But you might see that it's just sitting on top. And notice that I've just covered about 1/3 of the area. So we're going to let that just sit because it will soak in. By the time we'll have a little bit of a break halfway through our demo this morning, you can come and see. So if you were to put that on right now, the oil will just splat everywhere. So you need to do it about half an hour before you're going to apply it, and allow it little by little to soak in. Where would you apply the castor oil? It will break up a bone spur. That's probably the hardest thing it can break up. If the bone spur's been there 3 years, it might take 3 months of application to break up the spur. If the bone spur's been there 3 months, it may take 3 weeks of application to break it up. So it all depends how long it has been there. So just keep applying it little by little. Will the castor oil break up a bone? No, it will not. Remember Psalm 104 verse 14, God gave herbs for the service of man. Basically, the castor oil just works with the needs of the body. It goes where it needs to, and a bone spur is an unnatural formation. It's a calcium deposit that's built up on the body, so the castor oil can break that down. Also, it can be used for cataracts. 1 drop of castor oil in the eye. Now, guests have told me very difficult to do that. And so here's an easy way to do it. You just put castor oil on your finger and you just wipe it over your eye. a lady got back to me. She said she'd been doing it for 6 months, and she went back to the doctor, and she said the doctor couldn't believe it. My cataracts are actually reducing. That's with the castor oil. Now, if it's not going to do it, you've lost nothing. It's very, very safe. So you can use it for cataracts. You can use it for bone spurs. You can also apply it to the abdomen for constipation. It'll penetrate very, very deep and break up congestion there. I met a lady who cured her irritable bowel with castor oil compresses. So this is probably not a big enough compress. I won't hold it up because it's still going everywhere. It will go everywhere. That's probably not a big enough compress for me. That'd be a nice size for Jeremy. So for a chest, and you can apply it to the chest, and it'll break up congestion in the chest. So for the chest, you probably want an area about that big to apply it to the chest. For the abdomen, an area maybe about that big. So when you apply it to the abdomen, it's hip to hip, belly bone to pubic bone. That's about the area. And then you always cover it with plastic. What plastic does is it keeps it from spoiling your clothes. Also keeps it warm and prevents chilling. I was asked, what did they do in the old days before plastic? Well, in one old book said they used oiled silk. And another older book said they just used woolen squares, so you can use either. And as you'll notice with this, I won't hold it up, but you'll notice in other ones that I do that you make the plastic a little bit bigger than the poultice. I wanted to set that up so that by the break you can see what that does.
Did you say how long you leave it on?
How long would you leave it on for? At least 5 hours a day. Some people wear it overnight. Some people would prefer to just put it in their clothes and wear it through the day. I told the story of the lady last night, the doctor from South Australia, whose lump in her breast had reduced by 1 centimetre in 1 month using castor oil. And what is very handy is to get a little panty liner. It's very, very absorbent, and it's got plastic backing. Put the castor oil on that, and again you apply it, and you just leave it there. You just leave it there for half an hour, and just slowly let it soak in. And then a woman just puts it in her bra. Now, because it's not drawing anything out of you, it's just a vehicle. It's just a vehicle to hold the oil so that it can go into you. So about every 24 hours, maybe 36 hours, you might put a little bit more castor oil on. You'll get to know when it's starting to feel a little bit dry. If you put too much on, you're going to get castor oil dripping everywhere, and that is no fun at all. So you'll get to know it. Necessity is the mother of every invention. And this lecture is all about that.
It's essential to understand how this oil can play a pivotal role in various health applications beyond what we've already mentioned. One significant area is its ability to aid in detoxification. Castor oil is known for its laxative properties, which can help stimulate bowel movements and cleanse the digestive tract. This makes it particularly beneficial for individuals suffering from constipation or sluggish digestion. By promoting regularity, castor oil can help eliminate toxins from the body, improving overall health. Additionally, castor oil can be effective for skin health. When applied topically, it acts as a moisturizer, helping to soothe dry skin and conditions like eczema or psoriasis. Its anti-inflammatory properties can reduce redness and swelling, providing relief for irritated skin. For those dealing with acne, castor oil's antibacterial properties can help combat the bacteria responsible for breakouts. Applying a small amount to affected areas can promote healing and prevent future occurrences.
Now, we had a doctor do our program, and she'd rung me up and she said to me, Barbara, can you help me? I've got a lump in my breast. It's 3 centimetres. I said, it's important that you go on the hormone balancing cream, buy some of those little panty liners, put castor oil on it, and just slip it into your bra over the lump. A month later, she had the operation to take it out. Then she came to our health retreat for a week to just detox. She said, an amazing thing happened, Barbara. That lump was 3 centimetres. I put the castor oil on for 1 month. I had the op, and the doctor said, you know, this is really strange. That lump was 3 centimetres. Now it's only 2. One of the guests said, well, why did you have the op? Why didn't you just do castor oil? She said, well, I didn't know till after the op. One lady told me that she totally conquered her breast cancer by just using the castor oil compresses.
Moreover, castor oil is often used in hair care routines. Many people apply it to their scalp and hair to encourage growth and enhance thickness. The oil's ricinoleic acid is thought to improve circulation to the scalp, promoting healthier hair follicles. When massaged into the scalp, it can nourish the roots and strengthen the hair shaft, leading to fuller, shinier hair. Some individuals also use it as a natural remedy for dandruff, as its moisturizing effects can help alleviate dryness and flakiness. In the context of muscle and joint pain relief, castor oil can serve as a natural analgesic. When massaged into sore areas, it can help reduce inflammation and alleviate discomfort. This is particularly useful for those with chronic pain conditions or those recovering from injuries. The heat generated from the oil can enhance blood flow to the area, promoting healing and reducing stiffness. It's also important to note that while castor oil offers numerous benefits, proper usage is essential to avoid potential side effects. When ingested, excessive amounts can lead to gastrointestinal distress, including cramping and diarrhea. Therefore, it's crucial to use castor oil in moderation and consult a healthcare professional if you have any underlying health conditions or are pregnant.
So you can use it to break up gallstones. So you would put it, say, on the liver area under the right rib. You may put it at the back to break up kidney stones. I've known people that have had bone spurs, say on the knee, and they'll apply the castor oil compresses. We had a lady do our program. She had bone spurs on both knees. And she also had tumours in her abdomen. After doing our program, it's 2 years now, and both 2 tumours have totally gone. Her oncologist can't believe it. So she had a total lifestyle change. And she was doing also the castor oil compresses on the knees for her bone spurs on her knees. She said after, I think it was 6 weeks, they'd gone down by half. She said she forgot to do it, and she noticed a month later they were gone. Now, last night we looked at the acid-alkaline balance, and it's a high-acid diet which causes these deposits of calcium on the bones. So she also changed her diet so that she was not having a high-acid diet anymore. So the castor oil, I've also seen it help people with brain tumours. And what they do is they put it on the area. Remember, it'll penetrate very, very deep, break up lumps, bumps, congestions, adhesions. So if you've got a sore knee and you think, well, do I use the castor oil, do I use the ginger, or I do use the potato? Well, do one night, one another night, one another night, and just see what the body says. And your body might like them all. And that's perfectly fine because they're doing slightly different things. So it's very powerful. It'll break up a bone spur, but it will not break up your bone. Why won't it break up the bone? Because remember Psalm 104 verse 14, God gave herbs for the service of man. They work with the needs of your body. So the castor oil can be a very important part of a program on something like, well, anything that I have just suggested.
In addition to its benefits for breaking up gallstones, kidney stones and bone spurs, castor oil has a wide range of other therapeutic uses. It can be applied to various areas of the body to relieve inflammation, promote healing, and even enhance circulation. Some people use it on their abdomen to help alleviate digestive issues, as it can stimulate the bowels and ease constipation when used externally. This is because the active compounds in castor oil, like ricinoleic acid, have anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties, which can penetrate deeply into tissues. Another use people find helpful is applying castor oil to areas with scar tissue or adhesions from past surgeries. The oil can gradually soften and break down the adhesions, reducing discomfort and improving mobility in the area. For women, castor oil packs can also be beneficial for supporting reproductive health. When applied over the lower abdomen, castor oil may help ease menstrual cramps, reduce ovarian cysts, and support overall hormonal balance. It is very essential to listen to your body. While castor oil is generally safe, some people might have sensitivities or allergies. Testing it on a small patch of skin before doing full applications is wise. Incorporating castor oil into your health routine can be a simple yet effective way to support your body's healing processes naturally.
Now, if someone's using it for, let's say, a fibroid on the uterus, in the uterus, they might wear it overnight. Or some people say, well, I don't like wearing it overnight. So I say, well, just wear it for at least 5 hours a day, for at least 5 days a week. Little by little by little, it'll penetrate and start breaking up any unnatural growths in the area. One lady said that it felt so comfortable on her lump in her breast, she just wore it 24/7. And that's where you can devote a sports bra to this. Now, every time, let's say someone wears it overnight and they're going to wear it the next night, they might put another little teaspoon in. You'll get to know when it starts to dry a bit. And one person said, well, can't I just rub the castor oil into the area? You'll just get a light layer then. And any clothes you put on it are going to get castor oil on them, and that is no fun to get out of your clothes. But with this compress, it's a vehicle. It's a vehicle to hold the oil. And the thicker the compress, the more oil it can hold, and the more oil is available to go into you. Now, an old bush remedy in Australia is if you get something in your eye, put a drop of castor oil in your eye. And that'll roll around and even take it out. And another recipe, I have not used this, but I have had people testify for glaucoma and cataracts, put 1 drop in each eye before you go to bed at night. That's the only time you do it, because you'll go a bit blurry. But because you're going to sleep, it doesn't matter. One lady said, I'm about to have an op, what'll I do? I said, well, put the drop in each eye and see what happens. And if it's too advanced to basically have a turnaround, maybe you'll have an op. But personally, I think it's worth the try, because you just might be able to prevent an op. Eye surgery's come a long way, and it's not a difficult operation, but it's nice if it can be prevented. So the castor oil can be used in a variety of areas.
Castor oil has long been known for its medicinal and therapeutic benefits, but beyond the common uses like alleviating joint pain, treating skin conditions, and supporting digestive health, it has a range of unique applications that many people don't know about. One lesser known use is as a natural remedy for enhancing hair thickness and eyebrow growth. Applying a small amount of castor oil to the eyebrows or the scalp before bed allows its fatty acids to penetrate deeply, nourishing hair follicles and potentially promoting thicker, stronger hair. This can be particularly beneficial for individuals experiencing thinning or hair loss and is a natural alternative to chemical-based treatments. For those who struggle with insomnia, castor oil can also be used as a natural sleep aid. By applying a small amount of castor oil around the eyelids and temples before bed, some people find that it promotes relaxation, helping them to fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper rest. Its calming effect may be linked to its ability to enhance circulation and its mild warming sensation, which can help relax facial muscles and ease tension, creating an ideal environment for sleep. Castor oil can be especially helpful for individuals with dry eyes. By carefully applying a tiny amount of castor oil on the eyelids, it can provide moisture and reduce dryness, potentially aiding those who experience persistent eye discomfort. This can be an effective alternative for people sensitive to standard artificial tears, as the oil helps lock in moisture naturally without the potential irritants found in some commercial products. However, it's essential to use a very small amount and avoid getting the oil directly into the eyes. Another surprising use of castor oil is as a gentle yet effective insect repellent. It has properties that deter insects, particularly mosquitoes, making it useful in the summer months. Mixing a small amount with another carrier oil and applying it to exposed areas of skin can help keep pests away without relying on chemicals. This natural option may also reduce the chances of skin irritation or allergic reactions, which are common with many synthetic repellents. People with dry, cracked heels or rough patches on their hands and feet can also benefit from castor oil as a natural moisturizer. Applying it directly to problem areas and covering them with socks or gloves overnight allows the oil to deeply penetrate the skin, helping to soften and heal. It can be particularly effective for individuals whose skin doesn't respond well to regular moisturizers or creams, as the oil's emollient properties create a long-lasting barrier that locks in hydration. In oral health, castor oil has potential benefits due to its antimicrobial properties. Some people use it as a component of their oral hygiene routine by mixing a small amount with water for a gentle mouth rinse. This practice can support gum health and may help reduce harmful bacteria in the mouth, although it's crucial not to swallow the oil. Additionally, applying a bit of castor oil to canker sores or minor oral irritations can provide a soothing effect, which may help speed up the healing process.
But what can you do to the scalp to encourage the hair to grow again? You can make a mix that you can put on your hair. And this mix is, let's make up the mix. So half a cup of coconut oil and half a cup of castor oil. Castor oil is a very thick oil, but castor oil penetrates deeper than any other oil. So when that is put onto the scalp, it penetrates even deeper. Coconut oil is a very nourishing oil. It's an antifungal oil, antibacterial oil. But what you also can put with that, so now you've got a cup of oil there. To that cup of oil, you can add 10 drops of rosemary essential oil. Rosemary is a herb that's specific for the scalp. Rosemary essential oil. So you could make up this mix in a jar and mix it very, very well. And maybe once a week, you massage it into the scalp. Your hair will be very oily, of course, but you massage it into the scalp. Just even the massaging into the scalp stimulates blood supply to the hair follicles. That castor oil penetrates very deep, and wherever it penetrates, it can revive life into that area. And the coconut also is a very nourishing oil, and the rosemary essential oil stimulates. Every herb stimulates different parts of the body, and this rosemary herb is specific for the scalp. The massaging, so leave it in as much as you can. Maybe you choose a Sunday when you may be going to be home all day. And at the end of the day, you wash out. Now you might need to put shampoo on a couple of times to get all that oil out. Just use a little bit of hot water and then a nice amount of shampoo. And if it's still a little bit greasy, maybe shampoo it again.
Castor oil is often touted as a natural remedy for hair loss, thanks to its nourishing properties that help support hair health and growth. The thick, viscous oil contains high levels of ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid known for its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties, which can help maintain a healthy scalp environment, crucial for reducing hair loss. To use castor oil effectively, start by applying a small amount to the scalp, as a little goes a long way. Massage the oil gently in circular motions, focusing on areas where hair is thinning. The massage itself increases blood circulation to the scalp, further stimulating hair follicles and helping them absorb the oil's nutrients. When it comes to mixing castor oil with other oils, it's often beneficial since castor oil alone can be quite thick and challenging to spread. Coconut oil is a popular choice as it's lighter and can dilute the castor oil's thickness while also providing its own set of beneficial properties like deep conditioning and antibacterial effects. Mixing equal parts of castor oil and coconut oil creates a balanced blend that is easier to apply. Another good option is argan oil, which is rich in vitamin E and antioxidants, known to promote hair growth and repair damage. Combining a few drops of argan oil with castor oil can create a nourishing treatment that moisturizes and strengthens hair. Similarly, jojoba oil, which closely resembles the scalp's natural sebum, can be blended with castor oil to enhance scalp health without clogging pores, which makes it suitable for those prone to oily scalps or scalp sensitivities. When using castor oil treatments, leaving the oil on for an extended period is generally best. Applying the oil at night and leaving it on overnight can yield good results, as this allows maximum absorption time. Just cover your pillow with a towel to avoid staining, or wear a shower cap to lock in the oil and add a bit of warmth, which can improve its penetration. For those who prefer a shorter treatment, leaving it on for at least 2 to 3 hours should still provide benefits. When it's time to wash the oil out, start by applying a gentle shampoo directly to the oily scalp before adding water, as this helps break down the oil more effectively. Thanks for joining me today as we explored the shocking benefits of castor oil and how to use it effectively. I hope you feel empowered to incorporate it into your routine for better health and well-being. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more health tips and insights. Take care, and I'll see you next time.